Welcome back to Animal Appreciation. This might have to be in two parts if TikTok nerfs the first one again, but if it's in two parts you won't be seeing this anyway because it'll be deleted because TikTok hates me. Anyway, this week we're talking about seals. Seals and like seal adjacent stuff. First up we have the leopard seal, well known for traumatizing pretty much anyone who ever watched Happy Feet. And with kind of good reason. Look at those teeth. They scare me. I would go diving with a great white before I would go diving with a leopard seal. They primarily live in and around Antarctica with all of the penguins that they like to eat, but they sometimes travel around and can even get around to New Zealand. This is the ribbon seal, a very nice looking seal. They live basically the opposite of the leopard seals. They live up in the North Pacific Ocean around Alaska. They are on the rarer side of seals and are endangered, and I will likely do an endangered species spotlight. Also, if you hear children screaming, it's my neighbors, just ignore them. We have the Steller's sea lion, which is not actually a seal. Sea lions and seals are different species, or like different things. They're in different families, but I wanted to include them because I like them and it's my channel and I can do what I want. These are pretty common off the coast of North America. They're all over Vancouver and Vancouver Island, pretty common off of British Columbia. I saw these like all over when my family took a trip to Vancouver Island when I was younger. They're pretty cool. Since they live on and around the coast, they're pretty used to humans and therefore they give no fucks. They will do whatever they want, and there has been cases of them capsizing smaller like fishing boats and canoes by trying to climb onto them and just chill. But I like them, they're pretty cool. We have the walrus, again, not a seal, just seal adjacent. So sea lions, walruses, and seals are all in the same group, but in different like families, so they're related but not super closely. And walruses live all over like Alaska, Canada, and Russia. They're pretty common up in the northern areas. And like, most people are well aware of what a walrus is. There are some people that don't think they're a real thing, apparently, but they are. They're real, and they just look at them. Look at them. They're so fun. This is the crab eater seal, and may look like just a generic seal, but these are its teeth. They are very interesting. Ironically, with the crab eater seal, they don't actually eat crabs. They eat krill, like the little zooplankton stuff floating around in the water, and these teeth act as a filter the same way that a whale's baleen does, so they just suck water in and the krill gets trapped in the teeth, and that's what they eat. So I don't know why it's called a crab eater seal, but those are its teeth. This is the ringed seal. They live in the Arctic and subarctic areas, so again, Canada, Alaska, around that. They are also one of the rarer seal species and are considered endangered. This is a monk seal. There's a few different types of monk seal based on like mostly geographical, and they are one of the few tropical seal species. So depending on the exact species, they live in areas around like Hawaii, New Zealand, etc., more warmer areas. And these monk seals, like some of the species are some of the rarest seals in the world. Like there's very, very few Hawaiian monk seals to be specific, and a bunch of the other monk seal species are also endangered. This is the harp seal, probably one of the most well-known seal species, but not the adults, it's the babies that are the really well-known ones, the stereotypical adorable baby seal, which, fair, they are adorable. Like, if you showed somebody, if you ask somebody to, like, describe a seal, they would probably describe specifically the baby harp seals, because everybody knows about them, because they are adorable. My roommate came home and I got distracted and forgot I was making this, so oops, let's continue. So yeah, harp seals, their babies are very famous for seals. They tend to live in the northern Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean, so around Greenland and the Maritimes in Canada. This is the gray seal, and in my opinion, this is one of the most generic looking seals. No shade, but it's just like, yep, that's a seal. They live also in the Atlantic Ocean, again around the Maritimes, so like Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, etc. They're also one of the more playful, seal species. They're just pretty chill. They're curious. They like to come up to boats and tourists, yet you shouldn't pet them, you shouldn't engage with them, but they are curious and will hang around humans. Again, don't go out and like pet them and engage with them on purpose, but if they come up to like your boat or something, they want to look around, then that's pretty cool. We have to mention, of course, the elephant seal, the largest of the seal species, and yeah, that is an elephant-looking seal. Only the males have the nose. It is used again for mating purposes to attract mate. The bigger the schnoz, the sexier the seal, apparently. Also, these guys tend to be incredibly territorial and aggressive, in addition to being very large, so do not approach because they will wreck your shit. They can be mostly found along the west coast of North America, so from all the way from Alaska down to California and Mexico. Pretty large range with them, but they do prefer the slightly warmer California area. Finally, we have the one, the only, the wettest, saddest, most pathetic seal of them all, the Baikal seal. It is the smallest of the seal species and the only exclusively freshwater seal, and it lives only in and around Lake Baikal because there's always something with that fucking lake. They have an incredibly large eye to head ratio. Their eyes are very, very large, and that gives them this pathetic sopping wet look, and I love them.